Hey,
shalom, shalom. We want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, learning and or teaching this gospel in truth and sincerity. What we're doing out here is to come out, same lesson every time, is to try to fish for the hopeful elect as times come to a close, right? We're in the last days here. Most of the time, Jake don't want to hear, and guess what? Just like the times of old, the prophets of old, we got to come back and still give the message. We have to do that, right? It's just what it is. People are gonna forbear and not hear the word, but we letting Jakes know, right? So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and others that are scattered abroad, right? We gotta let y'all know the time of salvation is here, man. We're gonna start off here with this is Mark chapter 1, verse 15. Romans 13, 13 and 10. Yeah. Oh, sure. All right, so Mark chapter 1, verse 15. And saying, the time is fulfilled, and the kingdom of Yahweh is at hand. Repent ye and believe the gospel. So that's what it is. The whole journey, the whole walk is to repent from the wicked ways. Right now, it shouldn't be hard to believe, for Jake to believe, right? That we're Gentiles. We were Gentiles in the state of mind, right? Every day that we walking around here, we're doing the ways of the heathen, right? It's still been going on. So the Most High, now through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, is calling for us to repent and come back to him while there's still time. Come back and follow Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, because the kingdom is at hand.
That's right.
That's right, man.
I got that Romans chapter 13 and verse 10. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor, therefore love is the fulfilling of the law. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Now our salvation is nearer than when we believe. So, because some people may think, actually, right, that this gonna last a whole another 20 years. America's gonna continue for another 30 years, 40 years. You're gonna get to see your kids grow and become your age. That's very, very, very unlikely. And I might be lowballing.
Exactly.
No, you might be highballing it. Might be highballing it.
We're saying this with a lot of confidence.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of confidence. Like, yeah. You just look at the state of our people. There's no way that we can continue this for another generation, really, because the generation that's like not even teenagers, that's right now in elementary school, like that generation is so messed up. By the time they become adults, like half of them is going to be thinking they're the other gender, half of them is going to be thinking that it's they're going to just be gone because of the way they're socially engineering these children. So that future, if you have a kid that you're trying to keep in a state of righteousness, it's going to be a lot harder for them in their generation than it even was for us. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's why even more so we have to get out of here, lest with the whole nation perish.
Well, so all our males will be effeminate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want to think about what's going to happen in that time frame. Like the brother just said, you can't even fathom it. You should not want to see the end result of your kid growing up into this and the stuff that they'd have to overcome.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 34. Awake to righteousness and sin not, for some have not the knowledge of God. It's like the brother just brought out in the Romans 13. Awake and sin not, man. And sin not. Awake unto righteousness. Awake and believe on Yahweh Shai and keep the commandments, man. Because that's the righteousness, man. That's the righteousness of God. First, believing on Yahweh Shai and then keeping the commandments to the best of your ability. And that's where we got to start at. We got to start with that faith in the Son, man, in Yahweh Shai.
Right.
A lot of brothers, they preach law, but they never say nothing about the Savior, man.
Nope.
They skip out on the righteousness that's in Yahweh Shai. Now we know we got to keep the law, but to the best of our ability, man. But first you got to have that full blown faith in Yahweh Shai.
Yeah. A lot of them that push the law, they don't even keep the righteousness that's within the law.
Right.
Like you'll see IUIC talking about law, but then they went bear false witness against a dude in Austin that used to be with them.
If you look at the video with Nate when he did with African diaspora, what's his name, Phil.
Yeah.
Got an edge, clean edge, bro.
Yeah.
Straight edge going all the way around. I'm talking about the well-defined.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know? But it's like they
They telling people that if your wife or husband is a non-believer to leave.
gone.
Which that's not even what Paul the Apostle was telling you to do.
That's what they do. But that's the thing too.
So you're making people adulterers by making them leave their wife without what Yahweh Shai said, except it be for fornication. You know, meaning you can't divorce. But they're telling you to leave your husband and wife if they're a non-believer, and then get with one of the people that's in IUIC. So they talking about the law, but they literally are pushing them to break the law and to break the word, the red letter. Go ahead, what were you gonna say?
No, and that's the thing. When it comes out of someone else's mouth, right? You got people that got doctrines, which we're gonna get full blown into this law. That's why we got to get into a lesson on this law aspect in Yahweh Shai. We're gonna do that in Yahweh willing tonight. But that just shows you because they don't take word, they don't take heed from the people that Yahweh Shai has entrusted as well. Because if you're listening to Yahweh Shai, right? Let's get Matthew 10 and 40. Matthew 10 and 40.
That's just like we on the grace, because if you think about it, for an example, a lot of people use the transit, right? You don't know if that female that was sitting in the seat that you just sat in, if she's on her flower. If she's on her flower, you know what I'm saying? That's why we on the mercy. Because if we're not under that mercy, most time, you know what I'm saying, we could get struck down. That's something punishable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
The book of St. Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 40. He that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me.
So if you receive Yahweh Shai, right? This goes for anybody that's a disciple, and we're ambassadors of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. The people that was in the book, the apostles, everyone that was a follower of him, they represented him. So if you receive that person giving you the word, and people don't understand that, man, right? Because they don't look at it the same way. You gotta look at it the same time. The way that those people looked at it, and we're not saying it for highness or vainglory. Listen, what did Paul say? He said, "Follow me as I'm follower of Hamashiach." Right. So when you gotta take heed. So when someone's bringing you the words of Yahweh Shai, if that thing is clicking with the red letter, boom. And then after that, it's coming from the people that he's entrusted with the gospel after he left. Like he just gave it to some random people and they just went with their own thing. So you don't take heed to what they're saying, like because it's not the Most High. It is the Most High. Most High made them write that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you got to take heed to what's going on. You got a precept?
I got a precept. This is John chapter 6, verse 38. This is Yahweh Shai, red letter. For I came down from heaven not to do my own will, but the will of him that sent me. And this is the Father's will which hath sent me, that of all which he hath given me, I should lose nothing, but shall raise it up again at the last day. And this will be the will of him that sent me. Everyone which seeth the Son believeth on him may have everlasting life, and I will raise him up in the last day. And that goes with what Yahweh was saying. Look, it's all these groups that sit up here talking about the law, and the Old Testament only. Nah, Yahweh Shai came to bring us that grace, man, and that's why we have to get baptized in the name of Yahweh Shai, because that gives us an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to have grace. Without the grace, you talking about law, you're going to die by the law. You're going to get judged by the law. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
Yes, sir. I got something.
This is John chapter 10 and verse 1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entered not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. And I'm going to jump down to verse 7. Then said Yahweh Shai unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep. So if you don't go through Yahweh Shai, you're not getting in, man. Because Yahweh Shai say he is the door. And when our verse 1 just said, he that entered not by the door into the sheepfold ain't getting in, man.
God. That's right.
So Yahweh Shai is a must.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shai is above keeping the law. That faith in Yahweh Shai is above keeping that law.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we're not saying that you're going to keep the law, man.
Yeah, not saying.
So don't
God.
get it twisted.
God.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it just is what it is. Yahweh Shai is that door. And you got to enter in through that door in order to get into the kingdom, man.
Right.
And just like it said, he's the way, the truth, and the life,
That's
right?
Right.
Yeah.
No man should enter the kingdom of heaven, but
Yeah.
I mean, no man shall go to the Father, but through me.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Roughly paraphrase. You know what I'm saying?
Right, God.
Hashtag Yahweh Shai die.
That's right. I done heard some brothers say. That they apostles is the porter to the door.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah. They just say he's the porter.
That little channel got taken down. We talked about it on the block though, but we didn't do a formal sit down and show the video.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, and look, man, this is the difference of things, man. We're trying to not only, hey, it's cool we let brothers, and then don't look like too many jakes out here today, but we let brothers and sisters know your nationality, cool, so you can get an understanding. But it means it's fruitless, right? If you don't come back to Yahweh Shai Mashiach, something we're gonna say time and time again, right? We're gonna let you know about Yahweh Shai because you can know you're an Israelite walking around all day. There's plenty of them out there. There's plenty of them. You show them a video. You know what? Hey, that makes sense.
Yeah, this one yesterday he did a French check on
Yeah,
us.
it was with
Right quick.
real
And
with
a
the French
dish
check.
off meal to the
He
building.
did a law check, a French law check.
For the fringe check.
Hit that
He
shower
didn't
guard.
say, you know, Yahweh Shai, y'all been baptized,
None of that. You know, they don't teach that. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole different thing, right? Because we know this is supposed to happen again, right? But we know, hey, we got to preach the gospel of Yahweh Shai, the full-on gospel, right? We know, and he's only come for our people to save the people who believe in him. You're not just going to get in just because you're an Israelite, right? You got to have that spirit and that faith.
Now, we'll get this right here for the sake of conversation. This is Matthew chapter 5 and verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. Whosoever thou therefore shall break one of the least of these least commandments, and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall be do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven. Now, the scribes and Pharisees didn't believe in Yahweh Shai.
Yep. So
Now, if you went and watched their life 2,000 years ago, you would have seen them keeping the Sabbath to the point that they were getting on the disciples for plucking corn, you know, and Yahweh Shai was like, yo, y'all being over righteous, and y'all are straining at what is supposed to happen. He said, which one of you, if the sheep got lost and fell into a ditch, would not go and pull it out?
they couldn't understand that it was righteous to do good on the Sabbath day.
Yeah, he said the Sabbath was not made for them, it was made for man.
Yeah.
It was made for man to rest, but it don't mean that you just go and be evil to your brother or to your own property, like your sheep, and say, oh, my dog then ran out the house. Oh, that's the Sabbath. I'm just gonna sit here and do nothing. Yeah. Go get it.
Yeah.
So they didn't understand because those people have what? Ill intent, ill will. Like what it said, love working no ill towards his neighbor. Like we were just reading in Romans. Love working no ill towards his neighbor. You know, my neighbor's hungry. They go grab some corn. They're not doing anything evil. So we have to understand what it's really saying. And so why did he say the righteousness has to exceed that of the scribes and Pharisees? Because you have to go past what they're doing, which they didn't believe in. They didn't believe. They didn't show mercy. You know, and it showed in their behavior how they were treating the apostles.
Also got on them about the washing their hands too.
Yeah, the washing their hands. You get people like that. You know, we're not saying don't wash your hands, but there's people that literally will be like, oh, that brother didn't wash his hands before he ate that burger. You know what I'm saying?
Yahweh Shai says not what goes in, but what comes out.
Yeah. And that was him and all the disciples that didn't wash their hands.
God.
You know, but like you got people that are, that might go too far with it. You know what I'm saying? That's why Solomon says, be not righteous over much. Why shouldst thou destroy thyself? You got some people that'll be starving to death. Unless they wash their hands, they won't eat. You got people like that, you know?
This is why Yahweh Shai said this about the Pharisee. This is Matthew 16:6. Then Yahweh Shai said unto them, take heed and beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and the Sadducees. Because the way they was doing, man, just like the brother was just explaining. They didn't believe on Yahweh Shai, but they could go and try to, preach to the people, law. You know what I'm saying? And show them, point out where they doing wrong.
And putting heavy burdens upon them.
And putting burdens up on the
That's
people.
what it said, putting heavy burdens on man's grievous to be born. And you lift them not with one of your fingers.
Yeah, God.
You know, because today you're going to tell people to go leave your wife, but at one point, his wife or him was a non-believer before they met, or if they weren't, you didn't have to do that. Or I guarantee one of them guys in the elders, when they wives was a non-believer, but he didn't tell them to leave them, but then when the congregation grew, he want to try and keep everybody tracked in, because I know they do that. Let me tell you something, do that to the Christian church, because there was a Christian church I went to when I was in Austin, and what they were trying to do, they were trying to keep the money and the tithes coming in. So what they were doing, they was trying to make they was actually trying to encourage marriage, but I peeped game that they was trying to make a lot of the students get married, so it'd be a family affair. Both you and your wife both working, and you're giving double the money. Because if you want to marry like another Christian from another church, that splits the money, or it can cause them to not get everybody's money in there. And I peeped it when I was there back then. I was like, damn. I said, why? I said, man, they're from a 19-year-old dude marrying like a 23-year-old chick. Like he like a freshman, he just finished his freshman year, they already getting married. They trying to, and then they making everybody work. Like you have some kids that they didn't need to work, like because their parents got bread or they got a scholarship, they was still like, hey buddy, go and get a job. It's good for you to be working and getting you a little job. You're like, no, I'm good. I work and make some money over the summer, and I'm doing what I got. They was like forcing people to like go get a job, working full time, going to school full time, and then making them give the tithe money. So they put yokes and burdens on people, and then it makes people feel some type of way, and that's why you see a lot of people. You know, there's some people they don't want to be righteous. Let's just keep it real. A lot of people in Israel, they actually have beef with different groups and people because they wanted them to be righteous and they didn't want it. Let's just keep it real. A lot of grievances is that, but a lot of them was them people putting unnecessary burdens on people.
Right.
Mixture of the two, man.
And wrecking your brother on the Sabbath day is not a burden.
Yeah. Your brother on the Sabbath day is not a burden, man. Having a counsel on the Sabbath day is not a burden, man.
Say that, but right, we're out here to try to teach, right? Teaching, that's what you're doing. You're trying to correct the people.
Oh, wait, isn't that interesting? You're on the street correcting your brother on the street.
Correcting your neighbor.
And counseling him about something. He might have a question about his own situation with work or his marriage. You counseling him to help him out, but then your own brother, that's a sin.
Yeah.
He said, what is the leaven of the Pharisees are? The leaven of the Pharisees is what?
What is that?
Beware of the leaven of the Pharisees.
The leaven of the Pharisees and of the Sadducees.
And what is the leaven of the Pharisees? Hypocrisy.
And
that tells you in another verse.
Yeah, well, he was breaking it down at the end because they were just, he had just called them an adulterous generation, and he said, "Oh, ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the time?"
Come on, man.
Ooh.
That's hypocrisy, man. And that's leaven. A little leaven the whole lump. Just a little bit, man. A little bit of leaven and some flour gonna make the whole cake rise.
Yep.
We got people over here, right? Even within here, you got people that can't discern the signs of the times either.
Yep.
You're over
That's
here
right, man.
celebrating Halloween, dressing up like Spider-Man,
Yeah.
knocking down signs and balloons, right? This is what's going on, man. Everything going on, and you still living a life like normal. Like you ain't changing nothing.
Yeah.
You're
Right.
asking questions, man. Well, what about these Jewish people? You ever ask nothing about it? How society's about to be flipped on its face, man?
Might have a little business when they gonna kick out.
Yeah.
That microphone was working.
No.
He about to do his own things. Doing his
I'll
madness.
get us a little mic just in case. Somebody said over here.
They about to do their preaching.
This big square over here, and they come over here where we at.
Just so happens that he's trying to set up right
He's
here.
trying to sit right here now.
Knowing that we ain't got no microphone, he done got the.
What?
See, the thing about it is, they'll get away with doing that. But let's let us come here, they'll be like, oh, you're disturbing the restaurant.
Yeah, you need a permit.
Exactly.
Like all them up here,
Preaching.
they be crying out, throwing stuff over the
Yep.
balcony.
Yep.
All
Yep.
that stuff, man. But
And all he's gonna do is just put John 3:16, Jesus loves.
they used to do that to us in GMS, though. When
Yeah.
we was in GMS,
That's all these.
they used to get on them balconies and like howling and throwing stuff, like crazy, man. One
Yeah.
time we thought somebody had shot a gun.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what it happened.
Yeah,
I
drop the
never seen
egg,
that
drop
movie,
something.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was throwing eggs.
Yeah, they broke. They ended up hitting one of these. They might have shot.
That transistor or something. Man.
Yeah.
They jumped like,
The light just sound like a gunshot.
That's James.
So have you ever seen these guys before?
I've seen him. Yeah, they came on there. They came on and tried to. They came out to watch me.
Oh, okay.
Some Trinity stuff. They came on there with that. They got plenty of false doctrine.
So
James.
basically, we'll tell y'all what's going on.
Let me pan it over.
We'll tell y'all. He can show it to you. So you got a couple of
Show the false doctrine. Fake
you have so-called Christians, pseudo Christians. Got some pseudo Christians out here gonna push John 3:16. Same old stuff. Meanwhile, he about to go home and put a costume on his kids
yep,
God.
for Halloween.
They probably already got him on.
Yeah. You know?
He want to come cleanse his soul before he go do it. That's what he feel like he's doing.
I mean, Esau's his whole stuff is played out,
It's
man.
a troll, man. This is vocab Malone 3.0. You got plenty of them out here. There's plenty of people out here doing the same thing. You might be hired, man. You might be hired because I've seen these people come out and do the same thing time and time again, man.
And Esau's message, as far as the gospel's played out like Play-Doh, man. You know?
And Slinkies.
It's slinky, man.
Hey, James, I have questions.
You look like he turned his head too.
He did. He did.
I mean, it's like the thing about it is like they're the ones that were holding the Bible around the world and teaching everybody to be Christians, but was teaching everybody to be a sinner. Oh, shoot, get that real quick.
Go ahead, yeah.
Get this is
Let me do that mic.
get something real quick.
We're not about to let that just echo that false doctrine. Just echo
This is
right.
exactly. This is the book of Timothy, chapter 1, and verse 6. For which some, having swerved, have turned aside unto vain jangling, desiring to be teachers of the law, understanding neither what they say nor what they affirm. So they desire to teach the scriptures, but they neither, like it says here, either understanding neither what they say, neither what they affirm. So this is exactly what be happening. It's like you got these people that are dealing with the scriptures, and they basically don't even understand what it's saying, neither what it's even confirming in the scriptures.
Con.
And all they doing is just pushing what they call dogma. That's all they're pushing. These guys are going to be celebrating Thanksgiving, which dealt with the genocide of the Native Americans. They're going to be pushing Christmas, which is basically a Babylonian holiday.
Con.
And they're going to call themselves Christians. They're going to have a Christmas tree in their home.
Right.
Jeremiah chapter 10. Let's go ahead and get that real quick.
I get
That's
it.
all these
got it.
Edomites is going to be pushing.
I get
These
it.
pseudo Christians.
You said Jeremiah 10?
Jeremiah 10,
Jeremiah 10. You got the true Christians, and then you got the pseudo Christians down there. So they're going to be telling people to celebrate Thanksgiving so they can celebrate the genocide of the Native Americans, just like we were saying. You're going to be pushing that Roman Catholicism. That even though he might call himself a Protestant, he held on to all the damn the thing, all the traditions
all the traditions of them.
of the Greco-Roman Empire.
Come on,
You
man.
might as well just be celebrating the Zeus and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And many people they pilgrimaged and did the mass genocide on all those people to force their religion on others, man.
Exactly. They talking about jihad. What they did was actually jihad.
Yeah. Yeah. Con.
They declared holy war against the children of Israel.
Con.
Right?
Con.
Yeah. There's a video I put up on
I mean,
on the group.
they can't even deny it. They can't even deny it.
Nope.
There was
Go ahead.
there's a video I put up
Y'all
on.
got time to stop and hear the word. It's very important because y'all see a lot of stuff that's going on right now. Okay.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
Hey, man.
Here's what it is.
This is Jeremiah chapter 1, chapter 10, verse 1. Slakia.
Go ahead.
Hear ye the word which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Say that again. Say that again.
Hear ye the word which Yahweh speak unto you, O house of Israel.
House of what?
O house of Israel.
Uh-huh.
Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen.
No, go celebrate Christmas.
Learn not the way of the heathen.
Well, I thought Thanksgiving was cool.
Learn not the way of the heathen.
That's exactly what that guy gonna be pushing down there. Ask this guy if Thanksgiving is lawful, is okay to celebrate. Ask him if who he calls Jesus would celebrate Thanksgiving. Ask him if he will put up a tree with ornaments and mistletoe with a naked angel at the top.
Baby angel.
That's what he would say is you can do. Show us in the scriptures where the apostles are celebrating Christmas or Thanksgiving. These Edomites, man, their message. No one listens. No one in the world can trust these people. The savages of the earth, man. The savages of the earth that rape and pillage the earth, and is still not satisfied with what they earned in their own kingdom.
How can you call yourself a preacher though without a book, without the word of God in your hand, man?
Yeah.
You got no book
You
on
can say it's in your heart,
Yeah.
but how you gonna put it in your heart? You know what I'm saying?
They believe they're in the new covenant, so it's written
Come
in their
on,
heart.
man.
Yeah. He gonna just say John
Hey,
3:16, God loves you while you hate James.
Yeah, but you read out to the next
That's
verse,
what
it
we
said,
gonna
you
do.
men of Israel.
They can preach to their people.
Yeah, they can preach to their
Let
people.
them preach to their people.
They can preach. They can preach.
That's right, let me
whatever
get that.
falsehood they want to
We're gonna
teach.
put that truth vibration out here that's gonna gonna throw them off.
And CBN is based out here in Virginia, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's seen that.
Right? Is it Chesapeake at the headquarters?
Yep.
We should, yeah. So you don't even, you already know CBN, Christian Broadcast Network.
Yep.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
pushing.
it's
out here in Virginia.
right there off of Centerville and Kentsville.
Yeah. We went through the airport. We saw the CBN with the old boy on there. We said, oh man.
That's it.
And they do more heathenistic stuff on campus. Cause I knew a guy's daughter went there.
What's it called?
Right there, the Christian Broadcast, the college.
Oh, they was at Liberty.
Huh?
What's college there? They actually have their own college.
Yeah, they have their own college.
CBN got their own college.
Yeah, it's right there off of Kentsville and Centerville.
Oh snap.
But what's his name?
What's it called?
I forgot the name of it. But it's Christian college, right?
Yeah.
Big time. It's what's that dude name? Christian Broadcast Network. What's the name of that school right there on the college?
TCC, ODU?
No, the Christian college right there off of Indian River. Like soon as you get off Indian River. But anyway, it's an old white guy. Not Billy Graham, but it's another one of those prominent guys. He owns the college, right?
Yeah. You might be talking about Liberty. Is it Liberty University in Virginia?
There's a Liberty here in Virginia,
Yeah, Liberty University is a Christian school, if I'm not mistaken.
But there's another one. Dang.
That's the one he's speaking of. I know you're right about that. Liberty.
It's in Virginia.
It's right there off of Kentsville and hold on. I'm looking it up right now.
Boys ain't even got a book in their hand, man, and trying to preach the gospel, man.
So what were you saying? What's happening on the campus?
They be having like keg parties, you know what I'm saying? Smoking weed.
Jerry Falwell?
Huh?
Jerry Falwell?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's a big time one. In Lynchburg, Virginia. It's when Liberty University was founded. I think my cousin went to Liberty University, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
They had a big time football player, I think, that came out of here that was just drafted. Right? Malik Willis, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Who was he with? Who did he get drafted by?
Titans.
Huh? Titans? Okay.
Regent University.
Regent, yeah, you're right.
Regent University.
Yeah. So go ahead and go into the story.
But they be having keg. You could see it right off one of the main roads.
Mm-hmm.
You see them cats out there with bonfires, chucking down beds, smoking. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But you pushing this right here. You know, Most High love everybody and stuff like that. They're not even doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? They just doing all the heathenistic stuff, celebrating Christmas. thanks killing and all that. But according to this, like we just brought out, learn not the way of the heathens, but you doing the way of the heathens.
Yeah.
So you being hypocritical, like you said, being hypocritical about what you know what I'm saying, what you teaching versus what you doing. You know what I mean? Do as I say, not as I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think in certain schools they probably more well. They start out very strict, but eventually because of the nature of Edom, he's corrupt.
Yeah.
So they could try and start it out and make it strict. Like you guarantee that first few years, that first 5 years, they were very strict on a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But after a while, they just corrodes. Just like a lot of these schools, you got like Baylor. Baylor's a Baptist university. It's actually the oldest university in Texas. A lot of people don't know that. Older than Texas A&M, older than the University of Texas also. You know, and they're known as a Baptist school. But you better believe, think about it, how you gonna get all them athletes? Baylor get like big time athletes.
Yeah.
Like football and basketball. I'm talking track, big time. All the way out in Waco. How you getting all these jakes to go to Waco to play football, basketball, and run track? Y'all gotta have. You think them jakes is gonna go there if them girls ain't loose? And open, they ain't got parties going on? You get what I'm saying? It's Waco, bro. Waco, dude. Freaking David Koresh and them. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Yep.
Ain't nothing really in Waco.
But the reason why I'm bringing that out, because he got them saying, like you said, the saying guys as saying love, love, love.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm saying, not following the ways of Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not making sure that the people doing the right thing versus just doing whatever they want to do.
And they ain't loving their neighbor. Because here it is, your so-called black people in America, they're Christians, they're heavily Christian. But you didn't love them. That's why even Billy Graham, he struggled with trying to help MLK, his fellow Baptist preacher, right? He was sitting there playing the fence with MLK on his civil rights struggle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Billy Graham, who was the #1 advisor for every president for like 50 years or something like that. He was like their spiritual advisor.
That's right, man.
See, a lot of people don't. We know their history, man. We know their history. We know their denominations. We know that they're liars.
Right.
Like we say, they pseudo-Christians. They're not the original Christians, and they never will be. They never were, and they never will be.
And that's how they did slavery. They came in the name of Christianity.
Yeah. Because
we were savages. You know what I'm saying? People were savages.
They came with the image of Cesare Borgia and forced it upon the natives. They forced it upon every group of people that they went and conquered around the world. And they know it. That's why they're ashamed. This
is the book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 4.
Bring it out, Al.
Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Though his ecstasy mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever. Like his own dung, they will have seen him, shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found, yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place anymore behold.
Hey, put the camera on him.
Now, this man has ruled the earth for over 700 years. But the Most High say it's gonna come to a time when his reign gonna be no more, man.
Yeah.
And so, get that for me right there, the Job 17 and 13.
It's the book of Job, chapter 17, verse 13. If I wait, the grave is mine house. I have made my bed in the darkness.
That's the right one?
You said
my
17.
bad. 27 and 17. 13. 27, 13. My bad.
All good. Book of Job, chapter 27. Book of Job, chapter 27, verse 13. This is the portion of a wicked man.
Now this is what the Most High got prepared for the wicked, who've been running the earth for 700 years. This is what the Most High got prepared for the wicked.
This is the portion of a wicked man with Yahweh, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty.
That's right, man. The people that have been ruling the earth for 700 years, who have oppressed the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, the Most High said he got some plan for them in the end times, man. Go ahead and read some more on that. What you had just read?
Oh, it's 13. If it's verse 14. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread.
That's right, man. That's why the scripture I read said that the eye shall see him no more. Meaning eventually, this man is going to be wiped off the planet Earth, man.
Right?
His offspring, if they born for the sword, man.
right.
According to the scriptures, man. Thus said the Most High God, man.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Those that remain on him shall be buried in death, and his widows shall not weep.
That's right, man. They gonna remain in death, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a bad time for them folks, man. That the ones that's ruling the earth, the wicked, man, the oppressor of the 12 tribes of Israel, man.
Yeah, just think about it. Who do you think needs a savior? Us or
That's
those
right.
guys? Do they need a deliverer?
Nope.
They the ones that have us in captivity.
That's right, man. That's
And then
right.
they gonna come with John 3:16 talking about love, knowing damn well when they go home they talking hate.
God.
That's right, man.
Obadiah, man.
Obadiah 1:15.
Just like the brother brought out earlier in Job. He brought out, though his excellencies mount up to the heavens.
That's right, man.
This man then thought he was something once he started flying planes.
He gonna perish like his own dung, man.
Yeah.
Just like how dung just dissipate from the earth, that's how he's
Go
gonna
into the
perish,
soil
man.
and decompose.
And decompose.
Yeah.
You want to start at verse 4? Or start from the top?
Go with 15. Is it Obadiah?
Obadiah.
1 and 15.
No, really, just start.
Start at the top? Start at the top?
Start at the top.
Cause the whole
verse
chapter is about
the
him.
whole verse is ether.
The whole chapter is
The
about him.
whole
So
chapter
just
is
start from the top.
This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith Yahweh, concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh. An ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle.
And if anybody don't know who Edom is the arch enemy of the 12 tribes of Israel, man.
That's right.
Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
That's right.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock,
In the cleft of the rocks, man. Look at the buildings. Look where they live. Still doing it to this day, man. In the cleft of the rocks. The scriptures don't lie, man.
whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
That's right. This kingdom think they the mightiest kingdom. Well, it is the mightiest kingdom on the planet right now. And so they saying to all these other nations, who gonna bring us down? You know, the Most High gonna bring you down. He's sending his son to bring you down.
Right.
That's right. And you gonna sit in the dust, just like Isaiah, the prophet Isaiah said. You gonna sit in the dust.
Come on. Keep going.
Khan.
Or shit, you can you can go ahead and go to
Thou,
the hold what you got. No, I got it.
Okay.
Y'all want me to hold it so y'all can get it? Oh, y'all.
Oh, you good.
Hey, but sister, come by.
She thought we were taking a picture.
Oh, yeah, okay. I appreciate it. Much appreciate it.
Yeah, I want you to. You want to know?
you go down next verse.
Yeah, keep going. Go next verse.
Though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh.
Yeah, the brother just said, though his excellency mounts up
That's
to
right.
the heavens. So that shows you what the brother just read was talking about Edom.
Yep, that's
Because
right.
that links up exactly
Precept.
what Job was saying.
Precept upon precept, man.
And Job is a very dark saying book because of the fact that there's really it's not bringing up a nation. It's not saying Edom directly. You know? It's not saying a particular nation directly.
Yep.
It's a very dark parable, but when you go into the precepts, it matches up. This man, though his excellency mounted up straight to this International Space Station, that was a joint venture between Russia and the U.S. A lot of people don't even know that. The International Space Station was the Soviet Union and the United States created that joint venture. The first, I think, thing that went up was the Russians that set up Sputnik.
Yep, Sputnik. Khan.
And after that, they started setting up their space station over in Cape Canaveral and over here in Houston.
You know, Cape Canaveral. I think they got one in Mississippi, like Gulfport somewhere around there.
So that was their mountain excellence. He told the Most High was showing you, I'm going to raise you up, Edom. Oh, get that.
That's what
Malachi
that's the
as
Most
well.
High.
You can still hold to Obadiah.
That's what the
I'm gonna
Most
get to
High do.
Malachi.
Right.
All great nations fall, man. That's what the Most High did to Pharaoh.
That's right.
He raised Pharaoh up to make him be this great person and show you how he can just take him down like that with the snap of his finger. And that's what's gonna happen this place, man. This place is gonna be destroyed in an hour, man. America is gonna go down in an hour whenever the Most High push that button.
I got one right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, just got one on deck. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 24, and start at verse 17, man. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab, and destroy all the children of Sheph.
Huh?
And Edom shall be a possession.
But wait, he loves everybody though.
And Edom
For God so loved the world.
And Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies. And Israel shall do violently. Out of Jacob shall come he that should have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. And we're going to let Amalek go. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever.
Yeah. So when you go into that, this is an end time prophecy.
God.
They'll tell these Edomite Christians. They'll tell you that the Edomites are done away with. That they don't exist anymore. But wait, if this is the end time, if they even know that this is the end time prophecy, who's the starter to come out of Jacob and destroy these nations?
Yep.
Oh, well, yeah, it's going to be the Messiah. Okay, then why? How in the world is he going to go and be attacking and defeating and taking down a nation that no longer exists? That don't make no sense. That's why when you go to the scriptures, these people run away from the identity of Esau, Edom, because they running away from their own identity. They say that they're the sons of Japheth, but Japheth is very small in the prophecies. They don't have. They had a time period during the time of the Persian and the Medes, and then that was it. And when you go into like the different groups of people, like the Etruscans, the Edomites came and took them down in the Italian peninsula.
Come on, man.
And created the Latin League and stuff like that, and suppressed them and brought them low so that way they can rise up. Because after the Persian and the Medes fell, who was supposed to come up? The Edomites.
That's right.
And the Medes were the sons of Japheth, and the Japheth stretched all the way over to the southern Europe. And then the Edomites came and took over. And then now you're taking their identity. You got these small hats calling themselves the Ashkenazi Jews. The Ashkenaz is the son of Japheth. So what are y'all? Y'all Japheth or y'all freaking Israel?
Identity Christ. They even got books where they snitch on themselves, saying they came from. They got the. But they said they came from Europe. They descendants. They had them come from Europe.
Yeah,
European man descendants, and not from the descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So what is that? So how does that make you? And how does it make you of Israel? That's why you can't even put your name on it. You gotta call yourself Israelis, inhabitant of the land.
Right.
That's right, man.
Yeah, they write books saying that are Edomites. We gotta just dig in deep to find them. We got some of them breaking down on our channel. But them saying that they're Edomites.
You just had the book of Numbers, Job, and the prophet Obadiah said the same thing about these people, man.
Right.
That they gonna exist no more on the earth, man.
Okay, since he said that Yahweh, Yahweh and Yahweh shall love everybody. Let me bring out.
We're gonna bring out that.
I'll bring out Romans 9 right quick.
No, you go ahead and get it. I'm a backdoor you with Malachi.
Con.
I got it on deck
Hey,
now.
they had
did-
an article. They had an article talk. Oh, you got a preset? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Salaki. This is for you people who say that Yahweh love everybody. All right. This is Romans chapter 9. I'm gonna start at verse 9. No, Salaki. Verse 8. No, Salaki. Verse 7. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thou seed be called. That is, they which are children of the flesh, that are not children of Yahweh, but the children of the promise are counted up for the seed. For this is the word of the promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah will have a son. He had Salaki. Not only this, but when Rebekah had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac. This is the important part. For the children not being born yet, neither having done any good or evil, that the promise of Yahweh according to election might stand, not of works, but him that is calleth. For it was unto her the elder shall serve the younger. And we know Esau was the elder. Here's the key. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Now, how's he going to show his hate for Esau? We're going to go ahead and read it. And he's quoting from Malachi. Okay, now mind you, the interesting thing about this, what people understand, is that there's a reason why Paul wrote this in Romans. Okay, he wrote it in the Epistle of Romans for a reason. Because even though you had the church that was in Rome, Rome was the seat of the Roman Empire. That's the capital. And the ethnic Roman people that ruled the Roman Empire were Edomites. You can read this in your child biblical names. Tells you that Esau is the progenitor of the Roman Empire.
The Roman Empire. I got a book called Esau, Edom, the Roman Empire.
Yeah, I got that too.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Caesar, Alexander the Great, you could trace his lineage all the way back to Esau.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yep.
Yeah,
A lot of these Edomites can go back to Alexander the Great, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they know.
Well, Alexander wasn't, he liked them boys, so I don't know how many descendants he got on the earth. You know what I'm saying?
Straight fact.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
He spilleth his seed not in the right place.
Yeah, exactly. This is Malachi chapter 1 and verse 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel is again to Israel, not to all nations.
Right, man.
By Malachi, I have loved you, saith Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith Yahweh, yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. That's how he's going to show his hate. He's going to destroy
their land.
He's going to destroy his heritage, and heritage is what you inherit. Now, when you go into the prophecy, Isaac, when he spoke to Jacob and Esau, he gave them a blessing. See, a lot of times I remember a lot of these Christians, they will go into, you would see them be like, man, Esau stole, Jacob stole Esau's blessing. Wait, why do you care? Like, you hear Christian Edomites complaining about that.
Yeah, so he got it unfairly or something.
He swindled, he lied, he got this way. No, Esau, see, this one thing about Esau and agreements. He tries to renege on it.
God.
He made an agreement to sell his birthright to his brother.
Exactly.
Yep, that's right.
Exactly.
Why
They try to say that Jacob stole it. But Jacob didn't steal nothing, man.
Yeah.
Sold it for polish, man.
That's it.
He sold it for merely piece of meat,
That's
man.
right.
Yeah.
Half-cooked meat.
Yeah, he sold it
That's
for
what it is.
that red meat. That's why today these people eat
Medium rare.
they eat them, rare.
Rare egg.
They say I'm bleeding. They'll be trying to say I want a little bit, blood in there. They want to make sure you do it rare.
Uncooked is just right.
What's the other stuff that they eat? Tartar. Something, what they call it?
Everything.
The pastrami and whatever. They got the meat. Like if you go to like a Jimmy John's, they got that meat that got the blood on it. Like,
I know you're talking about. A lot of
you got to be careful because they got that sandwich with all the different meats, and one of them is that bloody meat.
A lot of
Edomites over there in the land, they eat that stuff. Sometimes you even see them eating. There's a guy who like eats raw meat. He's like a fitness guy.
He got a beard.
Yeah,
a big dude. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He be eating the raw meat. He on a raw meat diet.
See, the thing is, what people don't realize, is Esau's not under the curses, so he can do that.
Yeah.
He's not under the curses, so he can eat meat raw.
Yeah, he can do that. We eat it. We be falling out dying.
Yeah.
Salmonella, all kinds of stuff.
This is
Bubble
Hebrews.
guts, diarrhea.
This is Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright, man.
Sold. Oh, you said the key
So
word,
don't
sold.
y'all never say that Jacob stole it.
He sold it
He sold it.
for a morsel of
A
meat that
morsel
wasn't
of
even
meat.
cooked well. That's why that meat. See, everybody he had to break it down. You know, they said, give me that red pottage.
Yeah.
See, hey, they had to break it down to you that it was that raw meat.
Right. Right.